Hey everyone, Ian here with Downeast Toyota, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn on and off as well as adjust some of the settings on the various Toyota Safety Sense features that are in your Toyota. Now, Toyota Safety Sense offers many great features to help prevent and mitigate accidents. And while we recommend you keep them on all the time, there may be situations where you need to shut them off. Today I'm going to show you how to turn on and off these various features and adjust some of their settings. So let's get to it. All of the settings are going to be adjusted using the Multi-Information Display, or MID, which is the screen behind your steering wheel. And to control, you're going to use the arrow keys and the OK or Enter button that are on the steering wheel. So let's get started here. So first we're going to scroll down to Settings. This is where all the settings are going to be. So that's the little gear there on the left. So these are all your Safety Sense settings. There's even more if you scroll over more. So we're going to start with the first one here. So this is the Lane Tracing Assist. So you can see it gives you instructions right below it. It says hold OK, detail settings. So we're going to hold OK. That brings us into the settings. So here you can turn on and off your lane center or sway warning, as well as adjusting the sensitivity. This is to help keep your car centered in a lane when you're using your dynamic radar cruise control. And then this will warn you if you're swaying a little bit, and you can adjust their sensitivities as well. Just scroll up and down, and you tap OK when you want to change the settings on either one. To back out, we're going to hit the back key. Okay, then we can scroll to the right, and this is going to be for the pre-collision system. It gives you two options. It says OK for system on and off, so you can just tap OK. That'll turn the system off. It'll give you this little notification. It says pre-collision system off. That way you're aware that it's off. A light will also come on in your dash. Now we can hit OK to turn it back on. Now it says hold OK for settings. So it's like we did with the other one, you hold OK, and it pulls the settings up. The only setting for this is sensitivity. So there's three different sensitivities, basically how close it's going to let you get to a car before the pre-collision systems start to take place. So we can go back out of here, and now we can scroll to the next one. So this is dynamic radar cruise control. Hold OK. This pulls up the curve speed reduction, and you can have that off, or you can change the sensitivity of that. If you have it on, and depending on the sensitivity, if your cruise control is on, it'll slow it down a little bit if it's coming up to a turn that is going around. Back out of here and go here. So this is blind spot monitor. Now, well, the blind spot monitor isn't standard on all of our vehicles. It is on this Highlander, so we will go over it. Once again, on, off, just by tapping OK. Or you can hold. That'll bring you into the settings. And you can adjust the brightness of the icon that's on your side view mirror, the icon that comes on when a car comes into your blind spot, and then the sensitivity. Next, rear cross traffic alert, another option on lots of our vehicles. It's not standard on most of them, and we can just turn it on and off. We scroll over, we got one more safety feature setting here. This is for road sign assist. Again, you can tap on or off, or we can hold for the settings. This is a few different settings, notification method and notification level. Go into notification method, click here. It'll let you know either with visual or audio, or you can turn it off. And this will let you know if you go above the speed limit. And you go to others, and this is for all other notifications that it gives you, whether you want visual or visual and audio. And then if we go to notification level, it gives you the different, 1, 3, or 5, depending on when you want it to let you know that you're going over the speed limit. And we can back out of there. So these two are just for various other settings, not safety feature settings. Your trunk, your lift gate, your tire pressure, rear seat reminder, things like that. And the next one is just for your dash settings. So your language units, eco mode, digital speedometer, things like that. Now if we back out of there and we scroll back up, there's going to be this other setting here. This driving support. So right now it says radar ready, and it shows the little hood of the car and the lanes on the side. So this is where you're going to leave it in if you're using the radar cruise control as well as using lane tracing assist. It's the best screen here to have if you're using those, as it'll show you all the different options and what it's doing. It'll give you visual cues when you're going over the lane and whatnot. There's other buttons on the steering wheel that do cruise control. They'll either be on the steering wheel or they will be on a stalk on the side here. This one, they're on the steering wheel. So you hit the button to turn it on or off. Turns it on, it'll let you know. And there's another button here, and that lets you detect how close it wants you to follow the car in front of you. So that's for the radar cruise control. And we can turn that off. And we already have our lane Lane departure alert on. Here, I'll turn it off. You have to hold the button on the steering wheel to turn it off. So now both of them are off. Now we can tap, and it'll show you lane tracing assist, steering assist active, and lane centering active. Well, that's all the settings I have to show you for the Toyota Safety Sense features, at least the ones on this Highlander that I'm using. We definitely, once again, recommend you leave them on at all times, as they do help prevent and mitigate collisions. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this helped.